What's going on?
Hello and welcome to the Weekly Update, the show where we tell you everything that's been going on in the news over the past couple of weeks, because we didn't do one last week, but we're brushing quickly over that. Jay!
Hey! Yeah, the first one of 2018 as well.
Know, right?
So, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
We've got a lot of news.
Yeah.
It seems like Christmas is finished, so now they're bombarding us with news, so we're just going to... We're going to breeze through them.
There's a few. So, Jay, take it away.
Okay, so firstly, another Nintendo Switch have hit another milestone. So not only is it Nintendo's fastest selling console, it's also the fastest selling console ever in the US.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I also heard that the top sold games this Christmas was Mario Odyssey, Zelda. They were pretty much, it was a Switch whitewash, wasn't it? It was just whoosh.
Yeah, and everyone that owns, more than 50% of people that own Switch have got Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey, and Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, they're the three best games on the console, and the only three that I can think of off the top of my head are two. So, so Nintendo are doing very well. Next, we move on to Slenderman's got a film coming out.
I saw the trailer of
yeah,
this.
The
It
trailer
looks pretty
launched
interesting.
yesterday. I'm not sure what to make of it. And I'm thinking, are they a little bit late with the Slenderman craze?
I think so. I mean, there was a lot of documentaries that came out around the craze time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there was another film.
Or
maybe it was the documentary.
It could have just been the documentary, but I remember something. Yeah, I vaguely remember something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's out later this year, and they don't give a lot away in the trailer.
To be honest, I looked at it and I was like, I don't really know any of these actors in this, and it looked a little bit low budget, so I'm thinking like, it looks like a low budget film that might be just hedging its bets on the hype train that isn't there anymore. The hype train left the station, and the film's kind of going, hey, I'm still relevant. I'm still relevant.
Come see me.
Yeah, so I don't know, it'll be fun.
I'm gonna go see it anyway.
Yeah.
But if you haven't checked the trailer out, go check it out and let us know what you think.
Absolutely.
Moving on to next, one of the designers from Naughty Dog has left. He was the co-writer and director of Uncharted Lost Legacy. He also worked on The Last of Us and Uncharted 4, so he's got some good things under his belt. However, he's moved on to work for Crystal Dynamics now, and he's working on the new Avengers game that they're working on. So that sounds rather exciting now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I hope it's not Lego orientated.
No, it's so Crystal Dynamics are doing they call it the Avengers Project. There hasn't been a lot of news on it, but yeah, there's definitely a game coming out, and this guy's working on it. And his past games are anything to go by, I think it's going to be pretty epic.
That sounds pretty cool. I'll look forward to seeing that.
Yes, I'm hoping to hear something from that soon. Here's a story that's going to hit home to you. The publisher Nexon, who are famous for publishing Lawbreakers, have now officially written the game off.
No! I have a collector's edition.
Yeah.
One of only 1,000 in the entire world.
Yeah.
They've written it off.
Yeah, so basically...
in what way have they written it off? I mean, they're not going to turn the servers off, are they?
Who knows? Basically, their Q3 earnings were really, really low.
Right.
And it was because they were hedging their bets on Lawbreakers, which failed, and they're blaming it on PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which launched the same time. Even though the fan base is different, the gameplay is different, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds was already quite popular because it was in early access anyway, it's an excuse. But
it sounds like an excuse. I mean, especially since people probably most likely didn't play it because Lawbreakers is pretty much identical to Overwatch. And when you play Lawbreakers, you're kind of always thinking, I'd rather just be playing Overwatch.
Yeah. So what they've said in the statement now is that Lawbreakers will no longer be losing money for them. So basically what they're saying is they've written it off. So they're either going to shut it all down or they're going to sell it on to another studio if another studio wants to pick it up.
Right, so I've got a worthless relic. Or maybe it is worth something now, I don't know.
Yeah, it might be one of those crazy ones where, you know, in 10 years' time you look back at the games that failed and they're hard to get hold of now, and there you go. You've got a lovely sealed copy of this Lawbreakers Collector's Edition.
That you can't play.
Nope.
Because if they turn off the server for it, then, well...
Yeah, which is the other thing. Games really can't hold value anymore, can they?
No, they're worthless. Those kind of games are, anyway. Shame.
So moving on, Psychonauts 2 has been delayed. It's not releasing this year.
Damn.
They haven't said why. However,
probably quality assurance and all that.
Yeah, maybe.
Of
I mean, it completely smashed their Kickstarter. It's definitely happening, but they're saying that it's not launching this year. It's going to be 2019 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So it still sounds rather exciting.
Yeah. I love the first Psychonauts. I played the crap out of that when I got it on the Xbox. So looking forward to seeing more about that.
Yeah. But we're not getting it this year, unfortunately. But there's still loads coming out this year to keep us busy. Platinum Games have said they want to publish their own IP now.
Really?
Yeah, so obviously they've worked on some big games in the past for other people, like Bayonetta, Nier Automata. They really good games.
Yep.
But they want to develop their own now. They're going to kind of develop and publish it in-house. So it's going to be one of these indie AAA sort of titles.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
And already, apparently, from their staff, they've had 70 design documents submitted. And if you count scribbles on bits of paper, a hell of a lot more.
Wow.
So there's a lot of good ideas going on in this studio, and I'm quite excited for what they're going to...
They're a really good studio,
yeah.
So there's a lot of talent in there, and just being able to see some of their ideas come to the surface, that's going to be impressive.
Yeah, not held back by another publisher. They're going to basically design what they want. So I'm quite looking forward to what they're going to come up with. But
absolutely.
So it's still really early days on that one. And lastly, we end with Gen Design, the developers of The Last Guardian and all those kind of games. They have put a new image on their website, and it's teasing possibly a new game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the image is it's a load of black, and there's a lit up woman on one side and this beast on the other side. And someone's delved down into the code, and they've read the words Beauty and the Beast 2018. So I don't know what they're hinting at, but they've just thrown this up there and goes, hey, there's something new coming. However,
I don't think it's actually Beauty and the Beast.
No, I don't think it's Beauty and the Beast. But considering The Last Guardian was in development since 2009 and only released last year, I wouldn't be hoping for anything just yet.
No, it's a picture.
Yeah,
something. It's a start.
Yeah, we've got something, but so they're teasing something new, and I mean that studio creates incredible games and really weird, obscure titles. So I'm actually quite looking forward to what they're going to come up with.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of Last Guardian, though, were you?
Apart from Last Guardian, no, I didn't really like that. But I think that's because it was overhyped and it felt like it should have released 10 years ago.
Yeah, when it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just didn't do anything new for me. But I know a lot of people liked it. But that's it for the news. So we absolutely smashed through it, but there was so much to talk about.
Yeah, there was lots there, wasn't there? Lots of milestones and developer change-ups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I suppose we should take a moment to touch upon the fact that there's still no news for Resident Evil 2.
No, you showed me that really good fake kind of announcement video.
It almost got me. I was like, is this genuine? And then it dawned on me that no, this is footage from other Resident Evil games, and it's been cleverly stitched together to look like one of those, someone's filmed it at a a Comic-Con or something on a mobile phone. It's pretty well done.
Yeah, it's very well done.
But yeah, it's a load of hooey.
No, so and with Resident Evil 2 celebrating its 20th year this year, I think this month.
Yeah.
It just seems really weird how we haven't heard anything. Unless it's going to magically turn up on shelves in a couple of weeks' time.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're waiting for the 20th anniversary to make that announcement. Maybe they'll put the trailer out on the anniversary.
Oh, maybe, and say coming March or coming soon or coming...
Maybe.
As long as it launches some point in the next couple of months, I'll be happy.
I don't know. Guys. I'm not convinced. I don't know. I mean... I hope that happens. I hope that is genuinely the case. But I just got this sneaking suspicion that it's just not coming for a long time.
No, it's still years off. Yeah.
And I'm worried that they're they're holding their cards so close to their chest that maybe when people are getting so amped up about it that when they do release some news, people might go, it's all right. You know, maybe there'll be a disappointment because you're building up for something big and then it's not as big as you thought. And
as long as they don't mess it up, as long as they just give us the game that we want, keep it fixed camera, to keep it like it used to be.
Or give a choice.
Yeah, or a choice. I mean, okay, that's quite a technical feat to do both, but that wouldn't be a bad idea, like fixed cameras or over the shoulder a la Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know.
It's just, it's really making me anxious.
Yeah. If you guys let us know what you think about Resident Evil 2 and what you're hoping it's gonna be announced, or when it's gonna happen. So
yeah.
All we know is they're doing it.
Maybe.
Anyway, is that it for the news?
That's it for the news.
Right, so I suppose we've reached that part in the show where we answer your comments from last week, 2 weeks ago.
Last update.
Yeah. So it's been a while. We apologise, but
Christmas happened.
Yeah. Who we got first, Jay?
Okay, Oznock was in there straight away.
Oznock!
Great video as always. Any aspirations for 2018 in terms of your channel and game?
Finish the game. That would be nice. And I guess just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep... I've got nothing. Basically, the new year just kind of came and went so quickly that I didn't have time to really think that, like, this is an end, new beginning. It was kind of like,
Business
we're going,
as usual.
busy, and then we stopped for a bit, and then it's back to business as usual. It's like a bump in the road kind of thing, So it's like, all right, let's get back on it now. So the carry on is basically the New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Keep on trucking.
Yes.
He also says he's just finished The Last of Us for the first time.
Nice.
Phenomenal game. Looking forward to the second one. Should be an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many unanswered questions and things I want to know and where they go and what happens next, and I can't wait to see that.
No, I can't, but it's only 50% done, so we still got a bit of a wait, but we might hear some more E3, but yeah, I wish I could go back and play Last of Us for the first time again.
Yeah, erase your memory. And
Absolutely great game. So thanks, Oznock, thanks
Cheers.
For your question. Andy M is in there next.
Andy.
Hi, MOG.
All
Hope
right.
you all had a brilliant Christmas. What was your gaming Christmas pleasure?
I actually played and finished Doom on the Switch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any good?
Loved it. Loved every minute of it. I've been going through, finding all the secrets and stuff, and I've almost mopped up every level of all the last little hidden bits and bobs.
Nice.
But many a day over the Christmas holiday was spent just sat there playing Doom. It was much fun.
I have been playing Mortal Kombat X for some weird reason.
Wow, that came out of the blue.
I know, I just felt like playing up Mortal Kombat, and I never really played X. I mean, 9, when that came out, we played that loads, and then X just kind of just came and went. But
we were like, oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
Right, what else is on?
Well, I'll pick that back up and playing a lot of that, as well as Persona 5. So
nice.
Yeah. Nothing really interesting. He also says, can we have a year's blooper reel of the update videos to celebrate 2017?
No. Pure and simple, it's too much effort, and we haven't planned. If we'd planned for that from the beginning and kind of saved bits that we thought would be worth going into the video over the year, then yeah, but we haven't been doing that. So.
No, we didn't. Yeah. Maybe it's something we could look at in the future.
Maybe.
I think it could be quite promises. Funny. But well, I don't know. We were kind of doing it as we were going along. If anything funny happened in the episode, we just stuck it on the episode. So,
yeah.
So they were there, like my slip up and
you
all
just
that,
had,
that kind
you
of
just
stuff.
had to be there.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
So, but a good idea nonetheless.
Yep.
But thanks, Andy. Thanks
Cheers,
for your
Andy.
comment. William C5233 is in there next.
Will.
Okay, guys, what's your favourite game based off a comic? Including manga, because it's Japanese for comic. His favourite game based off a comic is Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh, yeah, nice. Good choice. It's
Yeah.
a very good game. Based off a comic book? I'm going to have to say, I got to do it. Although it's not technically exactly from a comic book. I loved the Captain America game on the 360.
Well, Captain America was a comic before it was a film.
But I think the game's based
It's
more
based
on
on the film, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that was actually a pretty good game.
It was really underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of borrows a lot from Arkham Asylum itself with the combat system, but with the Captain America skin on it and Chris Evans doing the voice as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a really good game, that one. One of the best, at the moment, one of the best Marvel games that has came, like with the Hulk, Iron Man and Thor games were pretty rubbish, but Captain America nailed
really
it.
shone out. But I suppose one more to this that I would say I played a lot and really enjoyed it was The Punisher.
On the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was brutal.
Yeah. I had the patched version as well, where it uncensored all the kill moves.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not that good. Like, it actually works better when it's censored.
Yeah.
Your imagination just fills in the gaps, and it's much more gruesome than the uncensored version.
Yeah, I remember some of them interrogation death things.
Yeah.
Were
When you put the guy's face into the propeller.
Oh yeah.
And it just starts going.
That pane of glass, and was there a piranha tank as well?
Yeah, you could throw him over there.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Oh, the wood chipper.
Oh,
you could pick him up and just wait.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good game. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you and say Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, it's a standout title, wasn't it? One of the first superhero games that really took it to the next level, didn't it? Yeah.
And it was definitely better than the other three that followed.
Yeah.
City
totally.
I thought was a bit bland. Origins was exactly the same as City but shorter, and what's the other one? Arkham Knight just felt like they'd put the Batmobile in there for the sake of it, and it just felt pointless.
Yeah. It had its moments of usefulness, and thought, oh, that's a pretty cool mechanic, like when you're grappling hook up the side of buildings
I
and
like
stuff.
the whole platforming element, but every time you got to an area you had to fight off other tanks.
It just got repetitive, didn't it?
It was just really dull.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely Arkham Asylum was the best one. He finishes by saying he hopes we had an amazing Christmas.
We did. Cheers.
Thank you. The Jerk at Work is in there next.
Way.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Again,
Christmas.
a lot of Christmases.
Yeah.
I was very glad to see the effect that fans and gamers had when we said nope to EA and their utter travesty of a game. Hopefully we will all stay vigilant and, more importantly, vocal about denouncing the deceptive and predatory crap publishers continue to try and do in games. That was the wrong sentence. Destiny 2 has been getting some very bad press, and Activision Bungie are just as slimy as EA has been. Very much looking forward to the next month's game update. I know it's a difficult journey, but following your passion will always pay dividends. Go, go, go. And remember, never whack off with a whack on.
That was a reference to that, yeah. But it has been bad, hasn't it? EA and Destiny's in hot water as well, and I just hope that the new year brings fresh perspectives on business practices. We've got a lot of good games coming out, but there needs to be this kind of renovation where the business mind is at, because it's kind of ruining everything. I'm pretty sure they can find a way that they can conduct their business and still be happy with the money they're making without that having an impact on the game itself, because we're seeing a lot of watered down shit.
Yeah.
Just to have money slapped into it.
But what they don't realise, they don't have to make this constant money-making game. If their game is brilliant, it's going to sell millions anyway. I mean, again, look at The Last of Us. That didn't have any microtransactions in it. You don't have to buy loot boxes to progress to the next stage.
No.
And it was massively successful.
And it's one of the biggest rated games ever.
Yeah.
The most bought game this Christmas, Mario Odyssey. There's no loot boxes in that.
No.
You really think Mario needs to rely on loot boxes? Do you really think Star Wars needed to rely on loot boxes to sell a good game?
No, it just needed to be the same as what the last Battlefront was, with a better single player story, and you would have sold millions and millions, and it would have been the biggest selling Star Wars game of all time.
Yep.
But because you did that,
they'll learn.
I think they will learn. But basically, every single game that's coming out next year this year now has been pushed back by a couple of months. So you got to be asking, what are they taking out?
Just stripping it all. Oh god! Take all this out.
So yeah, we'll just see what this year brings, I guess.
Yeah.
But thanks to Jerk at Work. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers.
Christian Denning got in there next and says, I think the mouse has more serious problems now.
Oh yeah, for Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that in reference to?
I don't know.
Because does he have bigger problems? I'm pretty sure EA and Star Wars are his biggest problem, unless you're talking about The Last Jedi. There was a bit of a backlash about The Last Jedi, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's massively divided.
Yeah, like superiorly divided. I mean,
to the point where in America there is a petition to remove it from official canon.
I saw that. I was like, really? Come on, guys. I mean, the way I see The Last Jedi is I enjoyed it. Let's get that out there right there.
Yeah, I liked
There's
it.
some things I didn't like about what they did, but they have their reasons of how they wanted to tell their story, and it's fine. I probably would have suggested doing things differently, but there you go. No one's going to listen to me. But I think if you were to never have seen like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, would you view those now with the same critical eye as you are with The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Do you think you could find problems where there aren't problems in like The Last Jedi, or do you think there's some things in The Last Jedi and like Return, Empire Strikes Back and stuff like that maybe they are pretty bad, but you just kind of gloss over them because of nostalgia?
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's like the whole thing about the Porgs in the new one. I mean, I kind of like them. They're on screen for like 40 seconds.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of screen time.
No.
And it was
I don't get why they were such a big deal.
It was quite. I thought they were quite amusing. Like the few scenes that they are in are quite funny.
Yeah.
And they're not in your face like the Ewoks were. I mean, I'm not gonna lay it down. I didn't like the Ewoks, and you can hate me all you like, but I don't like them.
Well, the Ewoks. I mean, that was due to a budgetary constraint because the Ewoks. It was originally supposed to be a planet of Wookiees, but they couldn't do that. So.
Yeah.
They made them little. But yeah, I think, and you can't say like, oh, there's too much humour in it, it's too slapstick, which is what a lot of stuff I've heard.
Yeah, they've Disneyfied it. And
I was like, are you forgetting like in The Empire Strikes Back when Yoda's like hitting R2-D2 with his cane and like, and they're having a tug of war with the food and stuff?
Yeah, they're getting all the food out the fridge, and there's humour in all of them.
Yeah. He's a puppet, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that was Star Wars rant over.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah,
But thanks.
it was all right.
Thanks, Christian. Thanks for your comment. Bit off topic, but moving on. Isaac Whelan's in there next.
Hello, Isaac.
Another great video. EA are now realising we pay their bills.
That's
yes,
right.
We do. I know you mentioned free loot boxes, but having to pay for them. I know you mentioned free loot boxes, but having to pay for them, but I play a lot of Rocket League and they have the same method, but you can trade items.
Yeah, I know Rocket League have done it quite differently, and they are all cosmetic and stuff like that, but I just can't, I can't buy stuff like that. I just can't, because it doesn't have a value, at all, really. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
But again, Rocket League is a game where you wouldn't mind buying the odd loot box because it's a 20 quid game. It's a half price game.
Right.
I mean, okay, I don't anyway. I mean, I play Rocket League a lot and I've got like a whole stack of loot boxes, but I'm not going to fork out for the keys for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 20 quid game with loot boxes, you can kind of understand, you might want to throw an extra $5 because you like the game to get extra stuff. Yeah. But when we're talking about
a $70 buy-in, or, you know, to a game, and then
loot boxes, the loot boxes contain things to progress your character.
Yeah.
Then that's where it's like falls over for us.
No.
Yeah. And he closes his comment by saying, do you have a date in mind for the release of your game?
Yeah, it's coming out in 2
We'll add that in later.
So
thanks, Isaac. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers.
Matthew Long, 1978.
Not Matthew Short.
No, Matthew Long. Great video. Just to say, firstly, Merry Christmas.
Hey,
thank you. And secondly, with all the amazing games 2017 has seen, what games are you most looking forward to in 2018? Being a PS4 owner, I personally can't wait for Spider-Man, God of War, and Detroit Become Human, to name but a few.
Yeah, Spider-Man's definitely, every time I see a trailer for that, I'm like, ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah.
And also, there's that game where you play as a cat that looks quite interesting. Have you seen it? You're like in a dystopian... I forget what the name of the game is. I saw a trailer for it earlier and I was like, oh yeah, that game.
Yeah, an indie developer... It's an indie game, isn't it?
And you play as a cat and you're in
Hong Kong. Dystopian Hong Kong going along the pipes. Yeah,
that's right.
That looks pretty interesting.
I thought like, I could get into that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Be
I like the
cat.
look of that. Yeah, be a cat. It's a cat's life, eh?
Yeah, same. Spider-Man, God of War, Detroit Become Human. What they showed at PlayStation Experience looked amazing for that Detroit. But someone asked me the other day what games are coming out this year, and he's an Xbox owner, and I'm like, for you, I don't know. It's like literally all the games that spring to mind are PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Then there's your usuals like Far Cry 5 is out in a couple of months, Ni no Kuni 2.
But that's an exclusive. No, is that exclusive?
Oh no, yeah, that's a PS4 exclusive, I believe. The first one was PlayStation 3 exclusive. So yeah.
I'm sure there's some cool stuff coming out for Xbox. There's got to be, right?
I don't know. I haven't heard of them brag about Xbox exclusive games.
No, I mean, to be fair, the biggest thing coming out of the Microsoft camp has been bragging about the power of their new console.
Yeah, that's it.
The Xbox One X and 4K and all this kind of stuff. And the only other thing they've been harping on about is bloody PUBG.
Yeah.
Literally, this game is just like a scrappy game. I mean, you can't. I mean, okay, it's a fun game. Lots of people play it, but you can't deny that it does look like a bag of spanners in comparison to, like, you know, other gaming experiences to be had on modern consoles.
Yeah, no, it's a buggy mess. It really is, and that's not. I'm not slamming the game. But
no.
It's just the game was developed just to be a bit of a laugh, and it was never meant to get to the point where it is now. So when people complain about it, the developers like, what do you want me to do about it? It's a cheap ass battle royale game.
and the fact that, like, I think what annoyed me the most is the fact that Microsoft has jumped on this kind of hype bandwagon and used it to kind of like push advertising for their new console, which is fine. Use what's trending, blah 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 blah. But the fact that it's this scrappy game that's a buggy mess that, by the developer's own admission, is like, it was never meant to get this big. It's just a bit of fun. Why aren't they pushing something new? I mean, years ago, they'd be selling a new console with a brand new Gears of War or an IP like Gears, you know, something new like
Halo.
that. Halo, the next Halo game. I mean, when they were new. I'm not talking about let's just release another Gears of War. I'm saying something as epic and as new as that would be pushing the new consoles, right?
Yeah. They were always throwing out new IPs and great
now,
experiences.
And now it's a game that can literally run on a mobile phone.
Yes.
Why would you need an Xbox One X to play it?
I don't get it either. It doesn't require 4K.
No.
And it doesn't work very well on the Xbox either.
No, I've heard a lot of people saying
someone at work plays it quite a bit, and he says that on the controller it just does not work because it's used to having a keyboard with all these buttons. You put it onto this, and to get through menu options, you've got to hold down buttons to do this. And he said, by the time
not as quick.
By the time you pick up something off the floor, someone's come into the building and clobbered you with a bloody frying pan, and you're dead.
Well, such is life.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're getting ahead in life, and then no, you're getting a pan to the face.
Yeah. That's a pretty good metaphor.
Anyway, that was a rant.
It was another
rant. Sorry about that.
But if anyone out there is an Xbox owner and they know of any
actually list
exclusive games that are coming out, please let us know.
Yeah, list them down below.
I'd be interested to know what's coming out for it. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to put it in the box somewhere. But thanks, Matthew Long. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers, buddy.
Luke Scott next.
Luke.
Hey guys, nice update. Yeah, I recommend Flint Hook for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I've recently killed the Predator in Wildlands.
Oh, yeah, the Tom Clancy update.
Yeah, it was a short mission, but the music from the film and build up to the fight and the fight itself I enjoyed, but best played with friends, of course.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty much the Wildlands experience, isn't it? If you play it on your own,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty naff.
Yeah, but play it with a group of mates, and it's more of a laugh, but it's still really buggy and things happen that probably shouldn't. But even with the Predator update, it's still not enough to make me want to buy it.
No, I didn't buy it either. I was like, yeah, that looks cool.
It looks cool, and it's on sale with 20 quid, but
I'll watch a YouTube video of someone playing it.
Yeah.
That'll be enough.
Yeah, there you go. But thanks, Luke. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers.
We're almost there.
Almost.
Anubis259.
Anubis.
This is the only place I like to get my gaming news fix. Great video as always.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Glad we can inform.
Yes. Michael S.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Addiction at its core is about the obsession of something and the compulsion to do it. In other words, you think of gaming when you are not playing and can't stop thinking about it until you are doing it, and gaming makes your life unmanageable. In other words, if you are paying your bills, fostering your relationships, showing up for work, etc., you are good. If playing games interferes with these types of activities, you may have a problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically in response to the last week's last update's topic of gaming disorders.
Yeah. On that,
being legitimate.
Yeah. Have you heard that they have actually whatever they're called, the Department of Mental Health or whatever it is.
News.
Yes.
We wouldn't get that on the BBC.
Nope. Yeah, whatever they're called.
Whatever they're called.
Them people. Gaming addiction is now classed as a mental illness.
Yeah.
They have officially
done it now.
Yeah, officially it's a mental illness. Okay.
Can we now say, like, if that can be classed as a mental disorder, can we also say that people who are constantly on their mobile phones at dinner parties and like at home and they just glued to it constantly, can we say that's a mental disorder as well? Is that the next thing?
Yeah. Because where do you draw the line with
exactly. I mean, like, at least with gaming you're doing something.
Yeah.
But
people that watch Big Brother every night, is that okay?
Is that an addiction?
That is a mental disorder.
The people that are on it have mental disorders.
And them. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And I think if you enjoy playing video games, you enjoy playing video games. That's it. I wouldn't consider myself having a mental disorder because I like playing PlayStation.
No. Everything in moderation, and moderation itself.
Yes.
Mm.
But yeah. But thanks, Michael. Thanks for your insight to that.
Cheers.
And lastly, we have David Reynolds, of course.
David.
He gets in there
How's
right
it
there.
going? He's there. He's there.
Hiya, buds. Hope you had a great Christmas. First, thanks so much, Bren, for the recommendation on the Wacom graphics tablet.
You're welcome.
Super funny ending, by the way.
I totally slipped up on my words in the last update.
It happens.
It does.
It does, doesn't it? It does. Yeah,
it does.
See?
Yeah, but yours was way worse than mine.
Nope. So I wanted to ask you this week about what direction you think Nintendo could go in their handheld or console lineup. Could be another, could be another massive step for them as they basically rule the handheld market with the 3DS and now have essentially combined it with their console in the Switch. So it would be cool and very interesting to see which step they take next.
I don't know. I think I'm going to say it again. I think I said it a while ago. I think it's too soon to think about any next step for Nintendo because they're just rolling in success at the moment with the Switch and it's doing really well. But I think they've done a superb job in taking the console experience and putting that in your hands as well as an option. I think that's just a great hybrid that a lot of people obviously have been waiting for. It's fantastic. I honestly don't know where they could go from that because they've just bridged a gap that for years has not been bridged, and Nintendo just show up and go, well, we'll just give you the latest AAA games on your TV at home and on the go.
Yeah.
Where'd you go from that?
What else? Yeah. What else could happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's people already developing peripherals for it where I saw earlier a projector. Yeah. So you put your Switch in this projector and it projects it onto a wall. There you go. So
pretty cool.
You don't even need to take your TV with you. You
can
have
just
it
have
as
a
big
projector.
as you like.
Yeah.
But
now that's taking the home console experience with you. You
yeah.
know, like taking that whole fucking. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So no, I have no idea where they could go. But being Nintendo, I'm sure they'll come up with something.
They will. I mean, actually, okay. We all know they've been kind of dipping their toes into mobile gaming and stuff like that with the release of Mario. What was it? Run? Mario Run?
I think
Mario
it's
Go?
Mario Run.
Like I haven't played it personally. I don't have an iPhone actually, so I can't anyway. But I think their next possible thing, would they release a phone?
Ooh.
You know, I mean, like the Switch chat, right? The online chat only works if you've got an app on your phone and you plug it in through all those cables and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they could develop a wearable or something that could work as a phone and in tandem with your Switch as well. That would be cool.
That'd be an interesting idea.
Nintendo, if you're watching, you're welcome.
You can have that for free.
Not for free, 10%. Yeah, so I guess that's my best guess.
Yeah. Or they're going to combine the 3DS and the Switch and have a dual screen Switch that's 3D.
Whoa.
You never know. Alright.
Well, both good suggestions.
Yeah.
But who knows what they're going to do. But I don't know. it's going to be entertaining to find out.
I think so.
Always has been.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. They always come up with something.
Yeah.
If you guys have got any ideas what you think they might do, let us know in the comments. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think Nintendo could do or should do.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's all the time we've got for now.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for commenting, and we enjoy reading them all out and obviously responding to everything. And if you would like to leave us a comment for us to read out in next week's show, then please do that. Just drop it down below. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I've been Bren.
I've been Jay.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.